Alright, everybody. It is time to do battle with that team up north. And honestly, I am not going to accept the loss if I lose this game. Mainly because that team up north is evil. And they like to cheat. So with EA Sports, controlling this game, they might be cheating for the Wolverines to win, so yeah. So with that being said, let's begin.
It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. They understand what is at stake today. Their wide receiver, who has had one of the most productive seasons in school history, can go to #1 in the record books with receiving yards today. They think he can get that record. The quarterback wants to get him the ball. They have had such good chemistry all season. And as they're getting ready to take the field, I can see guys patting him on the back. They know the opportunity is his here today. I'll keep you posted on how that feels here on the sidelines. Guys?
Michigan won the toss, of course.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Finds his target. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. We'll see if they can do it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Fourth down, say it.
Nice.
Grab past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hits the hole, it's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and long right here. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Gets open down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this 1st and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Yes.
Buckeyes!
There we go.
The short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Michigan's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Jordan Marshall. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick give. It's Marshall. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Throwing, Underwood. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Gonna let it fly. And they dialed up up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Again, it's Underwood. The throw. It's complete to the right. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Underwood. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Making his first move. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Shoot.
Zings it complete to the
God.
right. Gets it to the
I meant to throw a
46-yard
bullet
line.
pass,
First
but
down for this offense.
I'll take that.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They give it to him again. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Let's bring it down at the 2-minute warning. Or 2-minute timeout, whatever it is.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
RPO to Brandon Ennis.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Burrowing for yardage. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half.
And that's a touchdown.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Ohio State! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Up in the gun on third down, Underwood.
Oh, and he's sacked. Timeout.
And down he goes at the 22. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Trying to make one miss. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
All right, time to go with 1-minute drill.
Here as they take over, but they will want to
Ever heard of the 2-minute drill?
2 minutes.
Well, this is the 1-minute drill.
Fires to the wideout.
Oh,
that one just came off his hand badly.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Smith with the grab over the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. New set of downs after the completion. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, shit.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Going for it all.
Nope.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down.
Oh, he fumbled!
And the ball is loose.
Timeout.
He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Sayin to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
This time he's got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go play action with Sayin.
Throw it away. Oh, that is not intentional grounding.
And I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
I was outside of the tackle box.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
That is bullcrap. I was outside of the tackle box. Again, this game, it's becoming rigged.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On play action. He's going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas,
two
welcome
scores.
into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Horned Frogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. That'll cap off the regular season with a mark of 7-5 and a shot at a bowl. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Columbus. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Reese?
Holly, thank you. They'll run it on the counter. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going.
Gonna take a shot.
Yes!
And it slips through his fingers.
Excellent.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Searching for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Hits inside, it's Jackson. He's past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson.
Oh, yeah. That is a touchdown. Bo Jackson.
Is in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score.
All right, we gotta keep this lead.
Has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very
9
impressive
minutes.
to watch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. There's a crease. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back.
Incomplete.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Wolverines will hustle to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the 2nd half.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. Touchdown Wolverines! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Zayin from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it back to him. And they swarm him under. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Throw it, say it.
Oh, he had it.
Knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Nope.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He is snowed under, nowhere to go. And
Yeah, I'm going to
second
take
and
this to
long.
the fourth quarter.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more quarter to go and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Handoff again.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25.
Time to chew down some of this clock.
And man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
On the run, it's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one third and long. Saying from the gun on third down. Pulls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Yes, got it.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He just kept those big powerful
There we go.
guys
That's where I want
but
him.
he'll be knocked down at the one. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Quarterback keep. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown!
And that's game.
Buckeyes!
That's the game.
Strike through the air for the score. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw.
And
Get to the
sacked.
quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Left side is Marsh. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Wolverines have it with a first.
Excuse me.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Extending the play. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. 2nd and long here. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble.
Intercepted by McLean.
Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after
And that's going to do it.
on the pick. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeps it moving. It's Jackson. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And just one more run.
Knocked down in the back.
And that'll do it.
This guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him.
I have once again
The game may be the best
beaten Michigan.
football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's gonna
Devin
do it for
McCoon,
us as the season
12
marches on.
receptions,
For David
138 yards,
College
3
and
touchdowns. He's the player of the game.
Davis, this has
Definitely
been a
came up clutch
presentation of EA Sports
for us.
College Football.
Holy shit. I didn't think I was going to win that. To be honest, with all the freaking BS, whatchamacallit? The BS stuff that EA Sports was throwing out. Ugh. Julian Sands, 17 for 24, 174 yards, 70% completion rate, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bo Jackson, 35 rushes, 151 yards, 1 touchdown. Jacoby Jackson, 2 rushes, 6 yards. Devin McCoon, 12 receptions, 138 yards, 3 touchdowns. Brandon Ennis, 3 receptions, 5 yards. And Jeremiah Smith, 2 receptions, 31 yards. And I have still not lost to Michigan in any of the NCAA football Let's Plays. So, ha! Ah, what a great day. What a great day. Now it's time to simulate to the next week. And not only that, with that win against Michigan, I prevented Michigan from making the playoffs. Hell yeah. Oh, we got a verbal commit. Verbal commit. Hard commit. Hard commit. Hard commit. Cool. Devin McCoon, Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. Hell yeah. Hey, yo, what the hell? No freaking way. We gotta play these clowns again? Hold on. Let me take a look at the conference standings. Hold on. Oh my god. Penn State, you didn't. You freaking lost to Maryland? You lost to Rutgers, I know that, but you lost to Maryland? You just shot your shot at the national championship. And I guess the tiebreaker doesn't matter. I don't know what the hell the tiebreaker is. I should be playing Indiana for the Big Ten title, not these clowns. Oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious? This is insane. This is truly insane. Oh my god, that means Michigan still has a chance to make the playoffs if they win the Big Ten championship. Oh my... Ladies and gentlemen, this game really wants me to lose. So you're like, you know what? Indiana, USC, Penn State, they're not going to be able to beat Ohio State. Let's give them these clowns again. Looks like we got Clemson and SMU. Well, actually, hold on. What are... Let's just take a look at the CFP top 25 right now. Okay, they beat Virginia Tech. Oh look, North Dakota State's in the rankings. But hold on, we gotta see the scores and schedules for the... Okay, so it's Liberty versus Jacksonville State for the Conference USA Championship. Boise State versus Colorado State for the Pac-12 title. UNLV and North Dakota State for the Mountain West Championship. SMU Clemson for the ACC Championship. Arizona versus Central Florida for the Big 12 Championship. Ohio versus Western Michigan for the MAC Championship. Troy versus Appalachian State for the Sun Belt Championship. North Texas versus UAB for the American Championship. Texas A&M versus Oklahoma for the SEC Championship. And then that team up north at Ohio State for the Big Ten Championship. I can't believe I had to play these clowns again. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very, very disgruntled that I have to play these guys again. We got 3 hard commits, excellent, and a verbal commit. But holy crap. I don't know what the tiebreaker was for the conference title game for us. It should be... I should be playing Indiana, not these clowns. Or literally anybody else. I should be playing Penn State. I should be playing USC. I should be playing Indiana. Not these guys again. Well, folks. It looks like I have to play Michigan again. But this time for the Big Ten Championship and a first-round bye. And a trip to the Rose Bowl on the line. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching this brand new episode of College Football 27. If you enjoyed this, smack a like on it, subscribe if you're new to this channel, check out my other videos I've uploaded to my channel, and I shall see you guys for the Big Ten Championship against that team up north. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Oh, why? Oh, why? Why?